Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So, I'm finding myself at a very weird point. I spoke about this yesterday, but basically, my first draft is done. So, the story is now done. It is now sitting on my hard drive, and it's awaiting the next step. Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, depending on how you view it, the next step requires that the story sit for a little bit. I need to let the story rest, at least for the better part of this month. What that means is that I've got several weeks of content I need to film to keep this writing, this write every day thing for the next 90 days going. But I don't have that project to work on. I've kind of been debating on what I'm going to do. There's a part of me that simply wants to just put everything aside for a few weeks and then jump back in and get the story done. It's a part of me. And then there's another part of me that's thinking about maybe using this as a chance to work on some other short stories, to really get a couple of short stories done while we're waiting on this one to rest. And I'm not sure which way I'm going to go yet. So I'm not quite certain. Again, part of me does not want to take on more potential work down the line. I've got those two short stories that I wrote, those first drafts done, that I could end up reworking. But again, I feel like I'm going to bog myself down with some extra projects that are eventually going to catch up with me when I've got to get back to the other novel. So sort of figuring out what I want to do, whether I want to kind of call the end of this whole thing or if I want to just work on a different project and keep the writing every day for the 90 days. So I'm in kind of a weird state. I'm not certain what I'm going to do yet. I'm hoping to have some sort of answer here in at least the next few days on what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm in kind of a weird spot. It's funny too, because when I started this thing, I didn't think I'd even get a first draft done by the end of this. I'd said before, I really thought this was going to go probably into the spring, into the summer, basically. My estimates are just always off. That's really what it comes down to. And thankfully, I'm always conservative with these estimates. Because man, I was so certain that I was going to get stuck here. But unfortunately or fortunately, again, I didn't have as much to work on from where I'd started. And the sections that are kind of placeholders for now need to basically be viewed in the context of the whole novel. I need to basically go through, reread the entire novel, and then figure out how I'm going to correct these things. It's not something that you can just write through, unfortunately. You have to get the whole novel read, get a general sense of where the story needs to go, and then edit those chapters and rewrite those chapters to fit that, to sort of fit that. That's where I'm at now. So I'm still deciding, figure what I want to do, whether I just want to call this the end or jump in with a couple short story rewrites to kind of wrap this up. So we're going to figure it out. It's just really comes down to how lazy I want to be versus how busy I want to keep myself. So I guess with that, I'll call it right here, and I will be back tomorrow.